Hi everyone, welcome to this video. My name is T. If you're new here, I really do hope everyone's day is going well. So, as you can tell by the title and likely by the thumbnail, today I am talking about my problematic faves. So the celebrities everyone loves to hate, but I love to love. For the people I'm talking about today, I have done as much research as I can. I'm going to try and tackle a good amount of critique in today's video. However, if there is something absolutely horrific that one of these celebrities has said or done, I don't know about it. Okay? If I did, I would not support them. They wouldn't even have made it to this video. So I just want to be clear on that. Y'all know that. Y'all know that because, you know, y'all know me. But I just have to say that just for the record, just in case. First up, Amanda Seales. Okay, Amanda Seales is an actress, activist, author, and talk show host. So here's why people don't like Amanda, based on what I've seen. Abba and Peach say she's a narcissist. Sharonis Jackson called her a mean girl, allegedly. And unemployed trolls on the internet say she's angry. That's not a diss anymore, guys. I don't know if you know this. Actually, I was just featured on a podcast the other day, and of course I will share the link once it goes live. Shout out to Sasha. And we briefly discussed that, how calling us angry black women is not a diss anymore. And to be quite frank, it's a little tired. It's a little bit too basic for me, okay? I'd rather you call me indignant, exasperated, you know, outraged. Come on. Like, step your vocabulary up if you're gonna try to insult me, please. Thank you. To sum it up, I believe people don't like Amanda Seales because she never shuts the f up. Yeah. She never sits it out. She always has something to say. She always has to insert her 2 cents, even when it doesn't necessarily concern her, even when she knows she's gonna piss a lot of people off. She always has something to say. Take, for example, that video she made about parents' behavior around children.
It's like some of y'all don't think that children have a conscious brain or something. It's like you think that you do things in front of them and they don't add it up and that they don't memorize it. It's really incredible because the people who I feel like do this the most are the people who are continuing to live the traumas that they experienced. They continue to live the bad examples that they experienced as a child, as adults. Check your self. If you are in front of children, check yourself. Check how you behave. Because this concept of do as I say, not as I do, doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's a paradigm that you tell yourself to excuse yourself from having to be accountable for your behavior in front of the most impressionable beings on the planet. And it is sickening and incensing to see the willingness that people will go to lie to themselves to make it okay to be their wackest self in front of their own children.
Hold on. I'm just trying to find the lie. I'm trying to find the lie in that video. Baby mama Twitter is still in shambles because of that video. It's insane. All because a woman without kids said that you should not normalize inappropriate behavior around children. Because if you act a damn fool, you gonna raise a damn fool. The fact that people could even think to disagree, I'm scared. Anyway, I feel like around the time of that video was like the turning point in public opinion for Amanda, because for a while I feel like people were a little bit meh, like they were a little bit indifferent to Amanda. It was this video, this whole parenting video, that was the switch. That is what made the public opinion turn against Amanda Seales, I feel. So when this whole Emmy party situation happened, you know, when she got kicked out of the Emmy party and she went on Instagram Live and her podcast to complain about it, it's like people couldn't wait. They could not wait for that moment to happen. It was so weird. I personally didn't pay the entire situation too much mind because honestly, people get kicked out of parties every day, B. But the public reaction was despicable. It's almost as if her critics were waiting for that moment of public humiliation for her so that they could marvel in it and kind of like a gotcha. They wanted to have a gotcha moment for all of the times that they felt personally attacked by one of her rants. I wonder if people were aware of what they were doing at that time. Like, they were literally celebrating at a black woman's expense all because they think she's a little mean. That's funny. That's so funny because where's the Defend Black Women Army now? Where's the Protect Black Women platoon now? Where y'all at? Oh, I forgot. That only applies to black women who you like and whose opinions align with your own. I see. Come here. Yeah, it's okay, just come. If that is your mentality, you're a fucking fraud. Even I don't agree with everything Amanda says. Like, sometimes she speaks and I roll my eyes. Sometimes I watch her IG story gems and it does take on a very self-righteous tone to me. Sometimes. But I'ma still support her though, and here's why. Contrary to what you may believe, based on what you've seen in my 15-minute videos that have been rehearsed, revised, and edited damn near to perfection, I am way closer to an Amanda Seales than I am to a Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Way closer to an Amanda Seales than I am to a Jada Pinkett Smith. And what I mean by that is, when I get on here and I talk about equality or just things that bother me in general, I am way more likely to roll my neck and curse and use colloquialisms and call people out by name than I am to sit there with grace and poise and speak with a very soft, non-threatening tone. Does that mean that Amanda and I always agree? No. Does that mean that we share the same opinions? Hell no! She's like 20 years older than me. Like, I think it would be a little weird if we agreed on everything. But what I'm saying is, we both exist within the realm of outspoken black women who are still learning. And I feel as though the same grace that you guys give me, which I'm so thankful for, the same grace that you all give me for my potential intellectual inaccuracies and when I put my foot in my mouth, that should be awarded to her as well. So I have a question, okay? What happens if Amanda starts working on her responses so that she doesn't put her foot in her mouth as much? What happens when she starts working on her delivery so that the emotionally fragile don't feel as though every word out of her mouth is a personal attack on them? What happens then? What happens when she stops intimidating y'all? Then what are you gonna do? The work Amanda Seales is doing right now, she's meant for it. Okay, all things considered, you know, her attitude, her aggression, the fact that many people don't like her, all air quotes around all of those. Aside from that, all those things considered, look how far she's gotten and look how far she's still going. That means she's meant for this work, whether you want to accept it or not. And I really wish people would consider that the next time they start dragging her for filth. Okay, Amanda Seales is good with me. And I have a feeling that when this is all said and done, she's gonna be good with history too. So, yeah. Choke on that one. I'm kidding. Next person I want to talk about today is Lizzo, the iconic, the legendary, the stunning Lizzo. Lizzo is not problematic to me, but she is to other people, hence why she is on this list today. I already did a video about the scandal of Lizzo's outfit at the Laker game a couple months ago, and you know, that video is still up if you'd like to check it out, but I'm gonna just go ahead and warn you, I did not necessarily possess the same vocabulary or verbal skills that I have now, so it's a little shaky, but I still shed what I shed. So yeah, knock yourself out with that one. Here's the thing. Y'all hate Lizzo because you're fat phobic. Full stop. Full stop. That's it. That's where the sentence ends. We're not debating. You're fine to dislike Lizzo the artist. You're fine to dislike Lizzo the celebrated pop star. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are fine to start twitching every time you hear, why me and Gray today? You're fine. You're fine. That's okay, because that's your business. However, for the people who can't stand Lizzo the person who you don't know, or Lizzo the brand who promotes nothing but self-love and body positivity, it's mental illness, isn't it? It's mental illness and fat phobia. You can prioritize modesty if you want. You can say her outfit at the Lakers game was absurd if you want. But after you let it all out, after you express your disapproval, you're not galang. You're not going about your business. Why are you still here? What are you still doing? Why are you still talking about it? Why are you still in her comments? Why are you still in mine? I forgot. Because there's this thing deep, deep inside of you that makes you infuriated every time you see a fat person loving themselves. It's okay. This is a safe space. Admit it. Admit it. Because society and the media have conditioned you to believe that overweight people are disgusting and not deserving of love and or respect. If only there was a word for that. This is why I made my token fat friend video. This is exactly why. Because no matter how progressive and body posy everybody claims to be, as soon as y'all see some real stretch marks, some real cellulite, some real thigh chafing, as soon as y'all see a plus size female body that isn't shaped like an hourglass or a pear, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, suddenly the whole everyone is beautiful complex changes. The women can express self-love however they see fit complex changes. Let's talk Jillian Michaels.
I love celebrities like Lizzo or Ashley Graham who are really preaching self-acceptance.
Why are we celebrating her body? It isn't going to be awesome if she gets diabetes. Heart disease, cancer, diabetes, autoimmune issues, and early death.
No, I hate to bring up bullshit, but I never really commented on it when it first happened, so I guess I kind of have to. I wonder if this lady hears herself. Like, that's the only thing I could think of when I was watching that interview. Does she hear how she is creating this false narrative around how someone views themselves? Does she hear how she's creating this narrative that being big and loving yourself also means encouraging health risks and complications? Like, does she hear how she just came up with that on the spot? Selective self-love is a trick of the devil. I know. She's a fitness expert and I know. But coming from a real person, a real skinny person who has been skinny my entire life, I can tell you with full confidence, without a shadow of a doubt, I know for a fact Lizzo is healthier than me. Selective self-love is a trick of the devil. I look nothing like Lizzo, yet I love myself more because of Lizzo. I celebrate myself more because of Lizzo. I believe in myself more because of Lizzo. So what that mean? What that mean, class? I don't care if she shows up nude to the next Laker game. I'm defending Lizzo to the death of me. Full stop. That's where the sentence ends. We're not debating. Let's move on. Lastly, I want to talk about Mo'Nique. Yes, Mo'Nique. Because I put it on my life. I will never forgive y'all for allowing men like Charlemagne to drag Mo'Nique's good God-given name through the mud. Since many of you seem to have forgotten, Mo'Nique is a comedian, an author, and Academy Award-winning actress. Maybe you didn't hear that. No, actually, I know you heard me. I know you fucking heard me, all right? Maybe you've just forgotten. Maybe we've all forgotten. We must have forgotten that Mo'Nique gave us the Queens of Comedy and the Parkers. We must have forgotten that. We must have forgotten that she gave us the most compelling performance in Precious. Maybe we forgot because she has gray hair now, so she doesn't really look the same as we remember in our childhoods. Maybe it's because she has been in an open marriage long before my generation made it fun and hip and cool. Or maybe it's because she told us to boycott Netflix, which we should have. Maybe one of those things can justify why people have disregarded just how important Mo'Nique's life and legacy is to the Black community. Because this is ridiculous. Let's start with the whole Precious situation, okay? So Precious was a 2009 indie film that went international because of its compelling and amazing storyline and performances. As told by Mo'Nique, she was blackballed because after she did Precious, she did not want to work for free.
8 years ago, I did a movie called Precious. And on that film, I received $50,000, and that was not my argument nor my fight because that's what I signed up for. Then when I start getting calls from Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lionsgate, and they wanted me to come work for free, to go over to Cannes, and promote this film internationally. And I said to them, I said, guys, my deal is with Lee Daniels, and I've done my job.
I really wish we didn't live in a world where telling billionaires and multimillionaires no damns you to hell, but evidently we still do. Evidently that's how the world still is. Let's move on to the whole Netflix situation. So I don't know if you all remember, but about 2 years ago, Mo'Nique revealed that she was offered $500,000 to do a comedy special on Netflix, but she later declined it after finding out that Amy Schumer was offered $13 million and Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle were offered $20 million. Because she felt like the pay disparities were fueled by racial and gender bias, she called for a boycott. Now, if you did not see that entire situation as a clear case of misogynoir, you're sick. You are sick. Like, I'm about to write you your prescription right now. So then once Mo'Nique announced this boycott, here comes Charlamagne the Coon. And he featured her on a segment called Donkey of the Day, which is on his show, The Breakfast Club. I'm sure many of you are familiar. First of all, Coon, I was about to call him, oh my goodness, I need to chill with the disrespect. Charlamagne really needs to rethink that, like, Donkey of the Day. What kind of title is that? Well, why would you ever call a black woman or anyone a donkey? Let's switch that up for the new year, please. But Charlamagne, simple as he may be, he has a large following. People really listen to him. He is the fearless leader of ignorant Twitter. So when he decided to jump on the Mo'Nique hate train, it brought on it made the situation so much bigger, but in the wrong way. We were focusing on the wrong things. The issue was what Mo'Nique said. She felt as though there was a racial and gender bias. Now, a lot of other things had to be tied into that situation, i.e. Mo'Nique's relevancy at the time. When's the last time we saw a Mo'Nique special? All of those things. But when you compare $500,000 to $20 million, that's what we should have been focusing on. We should have been focusing on a black woman who was fighting to get paid what she's worth. But instead, because of Charlamagne, not solely because of him, but kind of mainly because of him, we were dragging Mo'Nique and saying, oh girl, you washed up, girl, you this, girl, you that. Just plain disrespect when there was a bigger issue at hand. I wanted to point that out. Now, the only issue I had with the boycott was, like Steve Harvey said, there was really no plan of action behind it. You get what I'm saying? Like, what, did she want us to deactivate our accounts? Did she want us to just not watch for a couple days? Did she want us to spam their social media? That probably would have worked better, you know, but there was no concrete plan of action behind it. That is one of the many reasons I feel like that whole boycott Netflix thing did not work. But nonetheless, Mo'Nique is amazing. She is talented, she is legendary, and I wish we would have supported her more in that time because she truly deserved it. But you know, she's still triumphant. She's still here. She's still kicking. A tale as old as time when it comes to black women, right? Still triumphant. So I love Mo'Nique, I support Mo'Nique, and I think everyone else should as well. But that is actually all for today. Can you tell I'm passionate about black women? Can you? You have no idea. But thank you all so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end. Be sure to leave your comments, your thoughts down below. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, however you're feeling today. Let me know if you'd like a part 2, because you know I might maybe possibly do that. Possibly. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and tune in to Amanda Seales' podcast called Small Doses. Stream Cause I Love You by Lizzo. Literally a masterpiece. And a link to Mo'Nique's YouTube channel will be listed in the description. So yeah, if you want to support her, you can always do that.